Good evening, folks. How's everyone doing? You'll have to excuse some noise behind me just for a little bit. Hopefully it shouldn't be for too long. Hey there, DNA. Let's make sure I'm unmuted. Hey, DNA Agent. So we're continuing Portal 2 kind of practice and planning. There's a couple more chambers I have some routes for since last stream. What I haven't done since last stream is kind of go over chapter 1 again. I've been trying to like get some strats for new levels. So what I may well do is begin with just a run of chapter 1 again. Hey Axel. Try and get through it pretty quick if there are any chambers that are giving me grief. Unlike last time where I was doing my absolute best to like save the run as if it was a real attempt. This time I'll probably just unblindfold pretty quickly, and maybe give it a go or maybe move on, and just try and just mostly as a reminder to myself of my strats, because it's been a couple days since I've actually run chapter 1, and then when we hit chapter 2, again it will be a good test of remembering my strats for the first couple chambers that I did have something for in theory. And also I can start showing off the ones that I don't have good strats for yet, which I'm happy to take suggestions for if anyone wants to attempt to find setups and stuff for them. I'll certainly be continuing to work on them, and I may have a couple other people that may also try and help me route as well. So yeah, I'm going to begin today with just going back to chapter 1, so we'll go from the start again. Alright. So I'll probably be blindfolded off a little more than I was previously, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, I need to set my mouse up properly here.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art. You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music. Good. Now please return to your bed. Good morning. You have been in suspension for 9. This courtesy call is to
Hello?
inform you.
Anyone in there? Ah! Oh, God. You look good. Looking good, actually.
Okay,
Are you
so
okay?
I have very little to do now for the opening
That's
cutscene, so I'm
absolutely
just going to
fine.
blindfold off.
There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare.
So there is, I think, one more chamber in chamber 1
I'm gonna get
that I don't have a setup
you
for,
might want to hang on to something.
which
Word of advice, up
is
to you.
finding the portal gun right at the end, just before you enter chapter 2. That one I don't have anything good for. I do, however, have a very fun glitch that I found on that chamber, so I'm going to show that off at some point. Hey there, odd fellow.
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive
Let's,
deterioration
get my mic a
after
bit
a few
closer
months
again.
in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right?
Right.
Although if you
I actually
do
knocked my
feel
mouse a bit there,
alarmed, try
but
to hold on to that feeling,
hopefully it
because
won't matter.
that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying? at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me. Just say yes.
I'm with you, Wheatley.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional.
I think
Please prepare
after
for reactor
today,
core meltdown.
if I am ever going back
Okay, look,
to
I wasn't
chapter
gonna
1,
mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here.
to practice
How you doing
again,
down there? You still
I'll
holding on?
probably just skip straight to the next
The
chamber.
reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops
Because this
waking up
isn't
the bloody
really
test subjects.
necessary, I think, anymore.
Hold on, this is a bit tricky.
Quite a long intro sequence. And
And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me
should be
anything?
facing this way.
Why
slightly.
should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space? Just gotta get through here. Okay, I just gotta concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables?
So I was flying around in this room in no clip the other day, and weirdly there's another
Okay, listen. We should
behind,
get our
sort of to the
storage
right of where you
If
spawn
anyone
in with
asks,
this
and no
moving
one's
room.
gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks,
Is another version
tell them
of
as
this
far as
room,
you know, the last
but
time
way
we checked,
lower
everyone looked pretty
poly
much
count,
alive. Alright,
and all
not
of the
dead.
textures are just the standard
Okay, almost
unportable
there.
metal surface that you see
On the
around.
other side of that wall is one of the old testing.
So I was trying to work out why they would
There's
actually
a piece
do
of
that.
equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here. I think
It
this
almost
is a
it almost
docking
looks like it's a
station.
collision
Get
map
ready?
or something. Because you can kind of see the bed and you can kind of see like the table and stuff in there, but it's all just flat metal.
Good news, that is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on. Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes, but don't worry, you'll figure it out.
It's really good running,
Seriously,
yeah.
do hold on this time.
Cool. All right, in we go.
There we go. Good luck.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages
Wonder what happens if I
provide instructional
start
and
from
motivational
the
support
top right
so
corner.
that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency
Might just be able
testing
to
will begin
immediately move
in
to the-
3, 2,
If I go forwards and left it. The door should open? Yeah, okay, that's faster. Ah, so my camera angle being slightly off here is probably fucking with me, right? So I'm probably in the top right corner, past the door. No.
Cube
Yeah, that was
based
okay.
testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
Yeah, so I knocked my mouse in the opening cutscene, so my camera's not currently on where it should be. Oh, I'm hitting the cube right now, which also shouldn't be happening. Clearly I've just fucked this first room up, so I'll tell you what, let's just head straight to the second room.
Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Group
And
will
this,
vaporize
ladies and gentlemen,
unauthorized
is
equipment
why it
that
is
passes
so important that we need to find as many precise setups as possible, because as soon as I make any manual camera movement, all of a sudden, like, I just have no idea where I'm looking.
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Okay. Listen out for that ambience. There it goes. Am I holding it? I can't tell which sound is me dropping it and which sound is me holding it. Oh, and do you know why I can't tell that? Because for some reason, my portal gun, like, hold item sound is not playing. There should be like a buzzing sound when you're holding something. Oh, of course, I don't have the portal gun, which is why it's not making that sound. Sorry, I'm far enough in the game now that I'm used to hearing that sound to notify me when I'm holding something. So, I'm going to assume that's me dropping the thing, because obviously, like, you can hear it hitting the ground. So this is presumably me picking it up, and in order to test this, we, I guess, take a few steps over here. Nope, I'm not holding it. There we go, okay. Okay. Let's put this up here for storage. Make sure we can't hear it. Good. Oh, I'm inside. Okay. I thought I was on the left-hand side of the portal. That makes sense. Okay. And I'm still inside. Cool, right, we have it with us this time. I'm not moving. Is the button just further over than I thought it was? I don't really have any timings for this room or anything because it's relatively straightforward to navigate. Or at least I thought it was. Okay, that's the button. That's weird. Okay, so hopefully dropping the button here should activate. Okay. Sounds like it stayed open. So we'll save here. Should be pretty straightforward now.
Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
Stephen Merchant playing Wheatley, that is correct, yes. Potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. Is he stuck in the door frame? At one point I was stuck in a door frame, so in the first... in the very first room, I got stuck, like, past the door, like, in front of it. Yeah, that can happen sometimes, a little annoying. Sometimes it's good for orientation, sometimes it's bad for actually getting through the doors, so I can't decide if I like the doors having frames or not. But hey, it doesn't matter if I like it or not, they're there and I need to deal with them. So which room is this? Which room is this? Am I about to meet Wheatley? Yes, I am. Okay.
Hey, you made it. There should be a portal device on that podium over there. I can't see it though. Maybe it fell off. Do you want to go and have a quick look? It's all right. No. Oh! Hello? Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive? I think that's important. Should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do?
Let's put a save here.
That you're still alive, and I'm just
I'm going to see if I can do some of this while Wheatley's talking, because he will not shut up.
Then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate
Okay.
your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Brilliant. Go team! See you in an hour, hopefully. If you're not dead.
Nice. This all seems relatively successful. Now we get to find out if it's been done correctly. It has, lovely.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with one copy of the Laws of Robotics to share.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's just move that for a second. And save here, because I am in the right place. Okay. Not to jinx it, but I feel like it's going smoother this time than it was last time. Okay, I need to start really committing to memory where my save is. So we're currently next to the orange portal trying to hook into it.
Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the Laws of Robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
Okay, so the question is, did I make the same mistake and not step through the portal? Let's try and work out if I am actually by the door. Okay, not only am I by the door, I think I just walked through the fizzler. Which I'm kind of surprised that I'm that far back, but I don't think that sound could have been anything else. I'm pretty sure that was the fizzler. Okay, it puts me in slightly weird territory, because this isn't usually how I approach this door, but I'm gonna try something here. That was the fizzler, so I'm gonna save. Canada. Alright, let's try this. Alright, cool. Slightly unusual approach to the door, but it works. Alright, what's going on, chat? Hey, Fizzy. This is where I messed up last time. Yes. Every time I mess up in a new way is good information that I know to look out for next time, so it kind of builds the knowledge base. It did go a lot more smoothly than last time, yeah. Cool, alright, on we go.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Trying to do anything while they are talking is fucking impossible. Okay, I'm successfully portaling, I think. No, I'm not. Oh, did I just not walk forwards enough? Oh, I've gone through the orange ball. Meaning I need to go back. Because I need to reorient my camera correctly. Okay, right, let's just not try and do stuff while they're talking.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, right. Oh, that's the sound of the door opening. I think I heard that and thought I'd stood on the button earlier, so I stopped like way too early. That's the sound I was after. Am I in the pit already? No, what's happening? Where the fuck am I? What part of this room is narrow enough that I can only take one step left and right? Just the entire staircase. I guess I wasn't forward enough when I started moving back and right to that corner of the room. Okay, the cube just dropped, so... So now I'm in the pit. Okay, that was weird. This cube is not usually hard to find. Okay, what was my setup for this now? This is where I go, like... that, and then... do a bit of that business. Okay. Let's try and get into the orange portal here with penning. Nice. Oh, I think I landed on the other cube. I didn't hear any deactivations, so I'm gonna assume that that's still on the button. Does he say anything after these buttons activate? Shit. Whew, thank God. Again, I mean, considering I can't see, it's going decently smoothly, right? Hey, Aperture. Hey, Eva. Jesus Christ, it's bright in here. You dropped in a weird and fucked up position. On which one? How did I do the perfect camera movement? Which camera movement? Oh, spinning to go down the stairs towards the lift. I have a couple words that I use for rough timings for a couple things. Hey, Dad. So that one is Canada. So I, at like my normal speaking speed, so Canada. So it's down on. I press. I'm using keyboard for tank control camera whenever possible. Like I can't do that for up and down, but if left and right is all I need, then I can go. I press left on Ca and then release left on Da. So Canada, and that is roughly 45 degrees. Got a bit scared, so I dropped the first cube. Can map camera movements to specific increments to up, down, left, right, or the keys. I could set up macros, but that feels like cheating to me. I don't want to use any controls that are not available in the game. There's one like iffy case on that, in as much as there are. If we go and take a look, let's just save here. So you'll see in the buttons here that they are up, down, left, and right camera controls, right? And I have them set to just IJKL. Except look up and look down don't work, and this is apparently just a bug in the game. And it's a bug that you can fix with server cheats, like with console. And I haven't done that because I don't know if, to me, that counts as modifying the game. Because, you know, if I'm going to start using the console, why not just fucking no-clip, right? But it is using it to correct a bug with the original game. Now, if you're going to play, like, speedruns and stuff, a legitimate run of the game, you take warts and all, right? If a game has a bug, you just deal with that. You can't... Unless an entire community agrees, I suppose, to do something in particular to remove a bug from the game, then speedrunning community, I mean, then it's not valid. You do have to just deal with that. So this feels like one of those cases. Like, I don't really want to do anything that could even put a shadow of a doubt on this not being a completely legitimate run. It's wild that they haven't corrected it. Yeah, it would be mad easy to fix, because it can be fixed with just some console commands to do the binds. But for some reason, it doesn't work from the menu. A console command feels like a grey area to me, and so I'm just not even going to step into the grey area, and unless the run seems to end up becoming completely impossible without it. At that point, I may consider it. For now, though, camera is mouse camera movement is doing me enough. All right, see ya.
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Now, this is one chamber where up and down tank controls would actually be great, but I'm not going to use them. So I made a slight error in this room last time we did this. My error was portaling from here to grab the cube. And I shouldn't be here, I should be here. Which is only a very slight difference, but it does make a difference. So let's try and do our best to keep the camera centered while I do this, which almost certainly will not happen. I forget if I'm supposed to crouch there, actually. Not sure if I need to crouch for that or not. We'll roll with it. Okay, I didn't think I was anywhere even close to the water. I was about to start being more careful. Oops. Okay, I'll tell you what, I am actually going to blindfold off, just to see if I need to crouch for this. Yeah, I guess crouching was the way I was going to do that. Okay. Yeah. That takes much less camera movement to get to the portable surface. So I mentioned in the last stream that there's a bit of a audio bug with cubes that roll around. So I won't go into it again, but I'm going to actually probably reset the cube here a few times until I'm comfortable with where it landed. Okay, I think I'm happy with that one. Nice. So I may be looking down enough that the button activating sound that I'm hearing is not me, it's the cube. So I have to do a bit of science to try and work out what's going on. Do you know what I could do? This is a new strategy, alright? I'm going to quick save here. I'm going to look up. The button is still active, therefore I'm on it. So now, we can back off. And let the cube do its work. Cool. So I am not leaning right, or at least I'm not leaning far right, because we managed to press the button. I could be leaning wildly left, who knows, but I'm at least not hugely off to the right. I fell. Fell again. I'm trying to remember how I actually properly do this bit. Do I guess I crouch going through the portal. Okay, so I am hearing the portal placing sound here, but I think I'm so far back that I'm still placing it onto this wall, because the sound of the portal landing sounds very close to me. And maybe I'm reading that audio cue wrong, but I think this is wrong. In fact, I'll tell you what, just to test my own audio read, am I wrong here? Yeah, I am. Okay. So, sorry, no, I'm not wrong, I'm just not shooting the portal correctly, is what I mean, right? So I think the problem here is, because there's like a slight ramp up to the portal, if I try and step through it crouched, I think it can nudge me back. There we go. I think I've made it past that sort of threshold. Have I just fallen? I have fallen. What was my setup for this? Okay, I need to remind myself of just how I was supposed to do this, because I'm actually just forgetting this one. So what was the idea here? The idea was that I would be able to hit this from standing in the portal. Oh, okay. So here's my thought. Was I not meant to be crouched over here? If I leaned down enough while stood to be successfully placing a portal onto that platform, I think this might be what's happened. Then am I now looking at that when crouched? I am. Okay, that's what's happened. So, I didn't actually realise how important it was to not be crouched over there. So I need to remember that that is a stud portal, because that sets me up for this. Okay, good to know. Good to know. When test chambers are there in the game. Yeah, it's weird because lots of this game doesn't occur in test chambers, so it's hard to say. There is a definitive number of like chapters in terms of like load states, but breaking it down into chambers is not easy. Hey, Jared. Should be looking down from all the previous moment. Yeah. So I'm not supposed to crouch for that shot over there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. good. I think that worked. Okay. Yeah, nice. Let's go. That's probably the cube doing that.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
Okay, let's save and be careful here. I think we're good. So which side... Hang on, am I even on the door? I must be, right? Okay, so the door is either behind me or in front of me. I think it should now be behind me. No, okay, where am I then? Okay, I can hear the orange portal here. So this is the bottom of the stairs. And the button isn't active. Ah, fuck's sake. What the fuck? Where am I? Okay. Jesus. Okay, door just giving me a lot of grief with the door frame. Hey, amusement. The button activate and deactivate sound melded together. They're really hard to distinguish. I may even have to do some practice just listening for which sound is which, because they're very hard to tell apart. A door closing and a door opening are not very different. Hey, Conman. Yeah, like the idea of having like anchor points in the room is something I try and bear in mind, so I can reorient if something happens. I mean, if something really drastically bad happens, then I just obviously reload a save, but having audio cues or, well, yeah, basically audio cues for certain points in the room to kind of understand where I am is generally quite helpful. Thanks, amusement. Not get stuck on that door frame, it's like a millimeter big. Yeah, I know, right? The worst one is not me getting stuck on the door frame, but it's when I back up past the door frame while holding a cube, and I keep moving past it, and the cube just stays on the door frame. They're annoying. Fortunately, there's not many chambers that seem to give me that trouble, and it gets better the further we go in. As soon as I have the dual portal device, I think I stop having that problem. But we'll see, because I'm still only on Chapter 2 for planning.
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
So what does this chamber even look like when you go in? Oh yes, I start in the lower section. Okay. Right, I need to move my mouse, so I'm going to do this. And then reload there. And then we want to look straight down. And hope that I haven't moved too far left or right. I guess that's kind of a good sign. Okay. And this is the moment of truth. This is maybe even worth a save here. Okay, are we ready for this? 1, 2. Yes. Okay. Now I have a new setup for this. Which involves a camera reset. I've only done it once or twice, so I'm trying to remember how I do this. I think I need to drop down into the pit. And I should still be looking straight down, so... Did I fall back into the pit? What just happened? That sounded like a really long fall. How the fuck did that happen? It sounded like I looked down onto the floor. What? Okay, I must have misheard something. I've misread an audio cue there, because that makes no sense. It sounded like I just did a really long fall, and I don't think there's any way for that to actually be the case. Okay. Okay, well, weird, but we're where we need to be. With the camera zeroed, it should be. Okay. So now we need to go and grab this cube. Oh, wow, okay, that was lucky. It actually worked. Well, there you go. So now we need to just drop down into the pit with the cube. Good. Deposit it, I guess, safely. I'm not holding the cube. Why am I not holding the cube? Oh, that's a pain. Why am I not holding the cube? What is with that sound? Once again, that sounded like I fell fucking miles, and surely I didn't. That's falling properly. That fucking sound. That is me falling like 2 feet. Mad. I don't really know what happened to it. Wait. Oh, well that explains a few things. How the fuck did this happen? How am I backwards? Hey, Camelux. Hey, thanks for becoming a member, Camelux. Hey, Muck. As you press into the pit, clip the edge of the cube, left the cube up top. Okay, so that's fair. Although, well... Oh, no, I'm not backwards. Oh, shit. Okay, what's happening here is that the blue portal on this floor is inverted. So every time I go through it, I'm facing the new... I'm 118. Fuck. Ah, okay, at some point... Okay, I think I get it. I think at some point I fell down the pit. No, was I not already 180'd before that point? Because the cube clipped the floor, which feels like I must have walked in backwards. Footsteps change sound depending on surface. Kind of, yeah. I don't think there's many places that happens, but it can happen. So like this grate down here isn't actually changing. Okay, sometimes these grates change sound. Often the jump noise, I think, can be different on different surfaces. And obviously portaling to different surfaces makes different sounds. So yeah, sometimes is the answer. Where's my last save then? Once again, did not commit that to memory. Back left corner, I guess? I'm here, okay. So I did this and managed to somehow leave the cube behind. How? There's no end to the portal. Didn't look right, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's where I messed that up. You've always got to be looking down to go through that blue portal. So I forgot to do that, sure. Okay.
If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
That was a good guess. Oh, but I'm not where I think I am now. Okay, so I forget if I need to be stood or crouched for this bit. I think it's stood. I think crouching undershoots. Well, I'm definitely not going to shoot over it, so yeah, it's going to be stood. This could take a minute, sorry guys. Okay, am I doing it wrong or am I unlucky? I'm doing it wrong. How did I get here? So I must have dropped off into this corner. But I dropped really early. Not early enough, I guess. So I suppose when I come through that door then, I should be moving all the way to the right-hand side there and then just walking forwards. But I was meant to be in this corner and then moving to this corner, but I guess I was in this corner moving to this corner. So where did I save that? So I write down setups for each chamber. I started making videos per chamber, but in the end I couldn't be bothered, so I'm just gonna learn it as I go. Okay, so I should be here. I'm supposed to drop off. Supposed to drop off to this corner and then do this. Okay. In a real run, if that took that long and I wasn't hitting it, I would assume something had gone wrong and reset, like, the chamber. Okay, just so this isn't painful, I'm going to make sure I am actually at the correct height. No, I do have to crouch. Fuck me. No, that's not working either. Okay, what has happened? Why am I looking too far up? Now, is that because I didn't actually... Okay, so the only thing I can think has happened here is in the previous chamber, when I've dropped into the pit and come out of the orange portal, I actually wasn't looking all the way down. And I was, well, this distance away from looking all the way down. So, that's the only thing I can think has happened here. Because this should just work. The orange portal in the previous chamber should zero my camera to make it a reliable height, so that crouching this shot lands it. And it's not. So I'm just gonna blitz this one. No, fuck. As soon as I'm looking at it, I automatically start using the normal control scheme of, you know, just like shooting portals with my mouse as opposed to my keyboard. And just start completely messing up everything I'm trying to do. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be... If I'm gonna actually, like, do this, it will be a one-sit playthrough. So I won't be looking at notes between chapters or anything like that. Blindfold playthroughs tends to just be single-sitting plays for like official runs. So yeah, I'll need to know it without notes anyway. I could take notes. And things like that, just, you know, should I be crouched for that particular shot? That's the kind of thing I may make a list of. I'm probably not going to write down the entire run for every chamber. But there are things like that that yeah, may well be worth writing down. Up to this point, though, no. Any progress since last week? Yes, we haven't got there yet on stream, though. Because I've been doing more like exploratory testing off stream. I'm using this chance to go back through the chapter 1 stuff just as like a reminder to myself. Blindfolded speedrun, I suppose it depends how you define speedrun. It will be the fastest playing of Portal 2 blindfolded that's ever been done, regardless of what time I set. So if you class that as a speedrun, sure. I might as well record the time, right? And who knows, maybe I'll try and get it faster sometime. But no, it's not. The idea is not to do a super quick playthrough, it's to get a playthrough that works. At all, full stop. Because that in of itself is going to be crazy hard. Anyway, in we go. I don't know what chamber this is. And he isn't telling me either. Oh, we meet Wheatley again now. Yeah, okay. So I had some trouble with this on the last stream. Hopefully we can iron that out here.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here!
Is that good?
Come on through!
Oh wow, okay, cool.
Come on through to the other side. Come on through. Come on through to the other side.
Nice.
Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail or I would die. But we're out of options here. So get ready to catch me, all right, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing.
Okay. So, as soon as I'm able to place portals, that is the point where I stop and try and catch him. That's the plan. So we're going to walk until he actually starts his dialogue, and then we're going to listen out for whether we can portal.
On three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it? Really, that.
Okay.
All right. Going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch! Ow!
So I can't tell if I picked him up. It doesn't give me the sound. So we did. Okay, cool. So his dialogue there tells me if I picked him up or not. He can say if I don't pick him up. The problem is now that I can't move. So if you mind picking me up, but if he tells me to stick him on the stick on the wall, then we're good.
Right on that stick over there. Just put me. Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching. Seriously, I'm not joking. Could you just turn around for a second? All right, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel. Not open while your back was turned. Pick me up. Well, let's get out of here.
So I don't have like a good way of doing this, but I've so far never got it wrong. Let's see if that continues to be the case.
And off we go. Look at this. No rail to tell us where to go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, this is brilliant. We can go wherever we want. Just hold on though. Where are we going? Seriously. Hang on. Let me just get my bearings. Just follow the rail, actually. Oh no. Yes. Hello. No, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact. Whatever you do. No. Thanks. We're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving. Keep moving.
I also don't have a good setup for getting through GLaDOS' chamber. Might be based on sound cues eventually. Do you know what I should do? And let's do this now. Let's work out how to navigate GLaDOS' chamber via Wheatley's dialogue. Let's do that. So let's use Wheatley's dialogue to time up the movements.
Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber. And she will probably...
The Wheatley boss fight?
If
I have
she's
not got a
awake.
clue, Mystery
We want to
Biscuits.
just call it quits.
No idea.
And we could just sit here forever. That's an option. Option A, let's sit here, do nothing. Option B, go through there And if she's alive, she'll almost certainly kill us.
So the
So,
back left corner
if you've
here
got
is
any
a good
reservations
anchor point.
whatsoever about this plan, now would be
Then
a tremendous time to voice
Coming to
them.
here, stepping left and walking through the corridor. What's nice is the stuff on the left side of the wall here actually knocks me into a certain position. So if I overshoot the left step, I get knocked back anyway. So my position is probably like 100% precise going through this door here. So let's save before Wheatley begins his dialogue, and let's time everything to this.
Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over it. She's off. All fine. On we go. There she is. What a nasty
Okay,
piece of...
so as soon as he finishes saying "there she is," I think that's where I want to begin moving forwards and right.
Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on
So
the table.
I'll time it with the word
go in there.
"is" and
Don't
see
go
how
in
that
there.
works.
She's off. She's off. Don't panic over it. She's off. All fine. On we go. There she is. What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you
Okay,
know who ended
after
up
maniac we go
taking
from
her
forward and
down
left.
in the end? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know.
Okay, so let's give that a test. I line up the front right with "is," and then I line up the front left with the end of maniac.
Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over it. She's off. All fine. On we go. There she is. What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down in the end? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed either. Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him since. Then there was a sort of long chunk of time where absolutely nothing happened. And then there's us escaping now. So that's pretty much the whole story. You're up to speed. Don't touch me.
I thought I was going to get down the stairs there, and I didn't. So where am I? Did the timings work? Oh, I am on the stairs. Wait, what? I'm trying to move forwards and right here, and it doesn't work. Oh, that's some weird collision. You have to be aware of that. Shit, okay. So I got to here, and then forwards and right?
Down these stairs.
Oh, does work. What the fuck? Sometimes... okay. What the fuck? So moving forwards and right from here, I guess doesn't work if it's a frame perfect forwards and right, but if I very slightly hit forwards first... No, that doesn't work. I just got very lucky one time, I guess. So yeah, moving forwards and right from here actually gets me stuck somehow. That's really weird. Jump doesn't even fix it. Didn't get to the stairs before you started forward and right. Huh, did I not? It sounded like I finished walking. Even so, this doesn't work. So I need to... It's only a small thing, but I do need to be aware of that. So, like, I guess once I hit this point, I need to just go right forwards and then start doing this. It's kind of annoying that I can't just do a corner to corner like I usually do. Right, forwards, in. That's gross.
Jump! Actually, look at it. That's quite a distance, isn't it? Okay, you know what? Go ahead and jump. You've got braces on your legs, so you're all set.
Either way,
No braces
the
on your
timing
arms,
works,
though, so
which is
you're
great.
gonna have to rely on the old human strength to keep a grip on the device. Oh, still held, still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grip. We're all fine. That's tremendous. I just looked down. I do not recommend it. I just done it again. This is the main breaker room. Look for a switch that says escape pod. All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Just, well, obviously you've got to look at everything else to find the escape pod. But as soon as you look at something and it doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing, all right? But don't touch anything else or look at. Well, look at other things, but don't. You understand? Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on. Let there be light. That's God. He's quoting God. Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna try and look at GLaDOS for this cutscene.
But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start.
Let's try.
Moving up. Now, escape pod.
Let's see if that works.
Okay. No, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Power
nice.
up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this. Oh, there's a password. Okay,
Timing sort of worked. Yeah, so when I set it up, there was a bit of like weird bouncing going on off some things in the room. And as long as it's consistent enough, because I can time it down to like tenths of a second probably, but you know, bearing in mind I'm timing it to exact words in dialogue. A little bit of bouncing is fine as long as I always bounce the same way. So
Act natural. Act natural. We've done nothing wrong. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered
You
me.
did what? Oh no!
oh yeah, that's right. AAC. Yeah.
No!
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret.
It's one of my favorite lines.
But I think we can put our differences behind us.
Okay, so we have another dialogue timing coming up here.
You monster.
And then we have a chamber that I don't know how to do. So yeah, if you guys want to keep an eye on this, if anyone wants to just do a bit of exploration, see if you can work out any good setups, I'll give you all of the things I've discovered about it so far. Some interesting stuff, but I don't have an actual setup. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what's going on in this one. And this is the last chamber of Chapter 1. And then we move to Chapter 2, where I do have some ideas to begin with.
Here we are, the incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times.
Did I die? Those timings have never failed me.
Here we are, the incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old... There it is.
Worked that time. What did I do? Why did that not work the first time?
There. Good. You have the dual portal device.
The cutscene without music is weird, yeah.
Testing area up ahead.
Got hooked on a piece, you tried to move to the front left. Huh, okay, never happened to me before. It seems like a low chance thing, so I don't mind that happening in a reload. Okay, so I'm going to try and show everyone everything I've worked out so far about this chamber, but I don't actually have a proper setup. And it's mostly to do with this room. The problem with this room is that there's no way to zero cameras. I zero cameras by falling through a floor portal and coming out of a wall portal, or by moving through a wall portal and coming out of a ceiling, kind of, but there's an asterisk on that one. But I can't do that here. So in order to get my portal gun to look up here, without zeroing, an option to zero my camera, I want to be able to do this without moving the camera manually, and I just don't have a way of doing that. I don't even think there is one. But I'll show you current, like, closest that I've got.
Here we are.
Oh, I thought I
The
quick saved on
incinerator
there.
room.
Okay, whoops.
Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times. There it is. There. Good.
Okay.
The dual portal
So,
device.
idea number
There
one.
should be a way back to the testing area up ahead.
We put some portals down like this, which helps turn us around to face the other direction without a manual move. We then come to the back right corner. I start moving back like this until I hear my portal placed for the first time. And then once I know that I have this portal as far forward as possible, I then place it again, but this time jumped, right? I move backwards a little bit, and we go through the blue into this orange. I make sure I'm in the portal frame by moving forwards and listening out for a failure to continue moving forwards, so no footsteps are happening. And then after that, I do a jump to the back and right. So now I'm on top of some stuff behind me. This is where we actually dropped into the room in the first place. Take one little step forwards. I think my timing for this is Mississippi River, so Mississippi River. No, maybe it was just Canada. Okay, anyway, so we move to the right, we move back, and we move left and back, and this sends me up almost like an invisible ramp, which I'll show you for real in a second. And this gets me like really close to being able to portal into that room, but it's not quite enough. That's not portable. Now I could, at this point, just kind of manually, and this is the best I can do so far, is just a bit of a manual move up, do that, try and portal. If I can't portal, move it a bit more manual up. So that's the best I can do. Right, so what we actually stood on here is this. So if we well, I guess I'll put this back temporarily. So we jump onto this, but we're facing like that, and then I don't know how this is working, but there's like an invisible ramp here. So you head up this, and then you can kind of stick yourself against the wall on that ramp. So you're into this little nook here, and that's where we're firing from. But it's like it's like your camera's at this height, which just doesn't quite work. So that was idea one, which seems just a little low, and without a manual move isn't quite getting me in there. The other idea was to do some like portal climbing. So let's start with that again. Put my orange here with the jump again, I guess. And then let's put our blue down. Oh, hang on. I need to come here. Right. So what we do now is fuck, hang on. We just, okay, yeah, so we just keep climbing the orange portal now. So we jump and place, run to the blue, jump and place, run to the blue, jump and place until it's at maximum height. But again, it's actually not like quite high enough to place a portal into that room. That's the highest that's gonna go. And like even jumping and trying to portal into there still doesn't quite work. Hey, Super Video Guy. So neither of the ideas are actually getting me into that room without a manual camera move, which is infuriating. So I just don't have a good strat for this yet. But I'll show you the rest of what's going on with this level so far. So let's just head in.
Once testing starts,
Number one, here's a fun bug that I found. I don't think it's helpful, but if you portal here,
this will be our only
you'll notice that there's this broken panel just below the portal, and it's just at a specific height that it really actually kind of fucks with the game quite a lot. So if I jump in here, the game doesn't know where I am now. It thinks I'm through the portal, like we're technically falling right now, but I'm sticking out of the other side. So if we look around, you'll notice I'm now actually sideways. And I can just portal around, and when I place a new portal, it just teleports me to that new one, and I'm still in the middle of the two placed portals. Occasionally I fall out of it, and I'm not 100% sure what dictates whether I'm going to fall out after I place it, but let's give this a go. Okay, I fell out. That seems to happen when I start from the other side, whereas if I do that here, it seems better. No, I still fell. Okay, maybe not. Oh. Oh. The game's onto my shenanigans. Huh, okay. No! Why aren't you working anymore? This has been way less consistent today than I had it the other day. I can hold up and that kind of saves it. Okay, so we portal here and we kind of like teleport into the new portal, and then we can just keep doing that, and we can just move around the entire level doing this. So that's kind of fun. However, I don't think there's any actual... Why the f... Are you kidding? What is going on? I just can't go through this. What the
Here,
fuck?
let me get that for you. Do you know the biggest lesson I learned from what you did? I discovered I have a sort of black box quick save feature.
Oh, okay.
In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life are preserved for analysis.
I can't
was
go...
able, well, forced really, to relive you killing me again and again, forever.
Oh, it's just that
You
location.
know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote
Or
their
not?
existence to
What the
exactly
fuck is
the same.
happening?
Luckily, I'm a bigger person than that.
What
I'm
is
happy to
happening?
Put this all behind us and get back to work. After all,
There's like an invisible
we have a lot
cube
to
here?
do, and only 60 more years to do it. More or less. I don't have the
Okay,
actual
there is an invisible
in front of
wall
me.
here. So I'm moving up and right now. And I can't move right until this point. And I can't move forwards here until this point. There's an entire invisible cube. I guess what's happened... Oh shit, okay, yeah, I think I know what's happened. The collision on this has moved with the portal. When I've placed the new portal, so I can barely get through this now. So if I do that... Yeah, this cube is just here now. I wonder if that's permanently moved the collision. Okay, let's go do some science. No, what? Okay, no. I can't move here either. Oh, some weird shit has happened in this game. Yeah, I've broken something, people. So, I wonder if this even has collision anymore. Or if I've just moved the collision box somehow. Yeah, no, okay, it's still fucked. Oh, that was the... Oh no, that was correct. Yeah, anyway, so... Getting in here doesn't really work. The next parts kind of work. Like, one thing I can do is portal climb up here, and then actually just fire over to this down here, instead of even bothering with this, because this would also probably require a manual camera move. Unless the camera angle that we eventually work out for the first room also happens to line me up for this, that would be quite convenient. But yeah, once we're through here, this is the first location where I can camera zero. So I can do like that, and my camera is now zeroed, so this is the first location where we can do that. But that's like practically the end of the chamber anyway, so it's barely even helpful. So this chamber is not done. I don't have a setup for that. Hey, it's me again. Thank you. Bit broken, yeah. Anyway, that's chapter 1. We have some things planned for chapter 2. What has happened? Infinite lift. What the fuck? We got an infinite lift. Whoa, okay. I think my game's haunted. What the fuck is going on? Mad broken. What the fuck? Hey, Inferno. Did I say hi to you, Mystery Biscuits? Hello. Right, okay. Lift operator is blindfolded. Maybe so. Okay, so we're going to enter a couple more chambers that I do have setups for. They're not really studied, so I may forget how they work and might have to do a bit of on and off blindfolding to remind myself of how they work. Some of them may even be ones where I have a setup that I've never blindfold tested. I just have the theory down. So this is going to be a bit messy, but we'll keep going and see how we get on. GLaDOS' dialogue hasn't triggered, so the game was waiting till the dialogue had finished. Yeah, it hadn't, had it? And I wonder what was causing that to happen. I also heard the lights on sound in that end corridor by the lift happen like 3 or 4 times. I wonder if there was some weird like trigger box shenanigans going on. And I wonder whether the invisible boxes I was hitting were the trigger boxes for dialogue. So somehow I'd managed to glitch the game so that what should have been a trigger box became a collision box. I cannot begin to imagine what would cause that, but I wonder if that was what was going on. Very strange, anyway. Let's keep going. Let's see what's going on.
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me. By the way, thanks for that.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Oh good, that's back online. I'll start getting everything else working while you perform this first simple test, which involves deadly lasers and how test subjects react when locked in a room with deadly lasers.
Okay, cool. So I need to run this twice. So number one. Which portal do I need to place? It should be orange, right? This should send me into the water. Cool, okay. Now we need to run this again. The reason for doing all of this is because I'm angling my camera up slightly every time I make this run, because the blue portal behind me is on an angled surface. So we should be aiming roughly at the laser ceiling. And now I have to sort of trace down the portable surface around the room here. I lost it. I could literally just keep doing this until I hit the laser, right? Okay. So I need to kind of, just by listening to whether I'm correctly or incorrectly placing portals, I have to just kind of work out the path from the laser to the other laser, the receiver to the laser. So this is the wall at the back left of the room, hopefully. This should be the floor, hopefully. Yay, there it is.
Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do.
Am I not on the... Am I not on the left? No, I am. I can hear the... Oh, that makes sense. I went through a fizzler. I was going to say, why the hell did the lift just disappear? Okay, cool. Done. We have a setup. Although I didn't manage to get into the lift. Cool. Okay. So there we go. I don't remember what chamber this is, but I'm sure we'll work it out eventually.
This next test involves discouragement redirection cubes.
Oh
I just
shit!
finished
Yeah,
building
yeah,
them
yeah.
before you
Okay.
had your...
This one,
So
this one's a fucker.
So now we'll both get to see how they work.
So-
There should be one in the corner.
There's a moment in this level. So I have a setup for this level, but I think it needs improving. There's a moment in this level where I need to get hold of a cube, right? Or I need to portal a cube towards myself. And I have no real way of knowing if I've successfully done that or not. Did I accidentally move the camera here? Okay, I moved back and left into a laser, and then started moving back, and then moved left, and I'm no longer hitting the laser? And I'm pretty sure that shouldn't be possible, so I'm just gonna... Is the laser on my right? Yes, it is. What the fuck? Right, okay, that's happened twice. There's a really rare bug where, for some reason, when you move against the end of a laser, you just walk through it. I've seen it happen very rarely, and I think I just got it twice in a row. Did I just get that twice in a row? Because that's fucking annoying. Yeah, did it happen twice? I've never seen... Okay, so, as far as I'm aware, it's never been completed. It's me again. I cannot find a run anywhere online of Portal 2 Blindfolded. Portal 1 Blindfolded has been done, but I've never seen Portal 2 Blindfolded. I don't know if it's been attempted before, though, but... Yeah, okay. I went through this twice. That's just mad unlucky. I don't know what causes that, but... Yeah, like, I mean... I'm doing it now. It doesn't work. If you're jumping, then it should work. And even if you, like, jump sort of into it, then it kind of, like, it's very forgiving. But if you're just walking, it should never let you through. Like, if I do that, I basically jumped onto the laser, but it'll still let me through. Like, if I do that, and then... Rushing against it while walking backwards. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was doing before. And, yeah, there. It's acting normally now. Really weird. Walks through the middle of the laser? What the fuck? I wonder if it's to do with the activation time of the laser. Like, trying to walk into it within a few seconds of it activating has a higher chance for it to happen. Usually, I've only seen this bug at the business end of the laser. Like, I've seen it happen here twice. I've never seen it happen in the middle, ever. I don't even think I've seen it happen at this end. I mean, that could really fuck with me in a run. To not be able to orient because I'm expecting to hit a laser and I just phase through it. That can fuck right off. Okay, anyway. I'll try and do as much of this level as I can. I don't like the setup for this level, but we'll give it a go. We'll do what we can. . Okay. So, a couple of manual controls need to happen here. We're just going to go ahead and place a blue there. And then I'm just going to look straight down. I think I know where I am, hang on. There's a portable surface near one of the broken panels that I'm hearing. Oh no, they could be the staircase ones. Maybe I don't know where I am. Okay. I think what might have happened there is when I tried to get into my orange portal, I just jumped the laser. Let's make sure I am where I think I am, and I've not done my portals yet. Yeah, okay. So I probably shouldn't be trying to jump straight into my orange. I should be trying to walk into it to begin with. I also need to really remember which colour is which on this level. So blue is my wall. There we go. That's better. Can I replace orange over there? No, okay. I'll just step over here to make sure I don't accidentally walk into my orange. Okay, so we shouldn't be able to walk forwards and right here. However, if we crouch, that should work. And then we want to place our orange as soon as we can going down. This feels quite far. Just gonna see if I am where I think I am, because that felt like it took a while, but I might have been moving really slow. No, that's wrong. Okay, why does that setup not work? Are you kidding? This has never happened before either. That's what's supposed to happen. I've never got stuck here before. Did I accidentally crouch like into this corner and then move? That doesn't even get me stuck. What the fuck? Some weird shit has happened today. Okay, well fuck this chamber then, we're just leaving. Either way, even if that had worked, this is a chamber that I don't like my setup for, so this is one that definitely still needs investigation. These stairs are even fucking with me. My god. My game is honestly cursed.
Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that.
Orange slightly too far in front the first time. Yeah, so it always will go slightly in front of me, because I'm backed up right against the wall, so even when I face straight down, the portal doesn't land under me, because that would clip the wall. So I just have to kind of go and find it after that, which is fine. I just shouldn't have jumped.
Science has now validated your birth mother's decision to
Oh, this
abandon
chamber.
you on a doorstep.
Okay, we'll see how this one goes. It's another one that I have a theory for and have never actually run, so I also may not even remember how this works, but we'll see what happens. This requires timing. What's the timing? It's a sound cue that's not dialogue, that's right. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I think I'm in the right place. I should be just up against the left door frame. No, I'm not. I thought it was listening for the door opening that made me move to the left, but I may have misremembered that. Okay, I didn't want all of that stuff to start happening, so... So I should be on the platform that raised here. And I guess I can check that, because I can see if there's a laser behind me, or in front of me. Probably behind me. Perfect. Okay, so let's save. And shit, how does this chamber begin? Oh no, you know what, I remember my setup like not even really working. I guess I'll just kind of go through theory. So the idea is to tank control portal my way to this wall. Just jump off into this like corner and get up there, and then I can zero my camera. Like that. Grab the cube and just with a timing make that jump. Run into the laser to make sure I have landed on the platform. Then crouch and listen out for a really, really quiet sound, but there is a sound for this happening, and I can double check it by crouching and standing to listen to the sound over and over again to make sure I am actually hearing it. It's really quiet. And then moving until I hear that activate. And then the idea was to, again, go back to the same blue portal that I used earlier. Crouch here until I hear that I'm able to portal. Why do I do that? That is the first step. Why is that the first step? Oh, because that lines me up with being on the laser like that. So, yeah, okay. So I'm supposed to do that to put a portal on where the laser's supposed to go, and then after that I actually just kind of slowly move left and do this until I hear the laser activate.
Congratulations.
There we go.
Not
And
on the
then
test.
moving
Most
left gets me to
people
the door.
emerge from
So
suspension
that is the
terribly
theory
undernourished.
for
I
this
want
one.
to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds.
Hey, Disco Thunder. If you came to a stream that said planning and practice for Blindfolded, expecting to see the Blindfolded run, then yeah, you're going to be disappointed.
One moment.
Do we have set up for this? I think we do.
You're navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them, so feel free to slow down.
Yeah, okay.
Do
So I did have an in theory set up for this one as well.
destroying
Let's
this facility.
see what happens. I'm meant to be inside. Is that... Yeah, I should be stuck on this door frame. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be another case of doing a bit of this business. Cool. Now, there is a wildly slim chance that I actually managed to portal onto the right-hand side over there, not the left, because you can probably see that there is a really, really slim sliver of white on the right-hand side over there. But we're just going to go ahead and assume that I managed to portal onto the left-hand side. I'm just going to... I've never done this blind before, so I'm going to double-check everything is how I think it should be right now. Oh, it's not. Okay. I didn't even know I could see that surface from here. Okay. No, I'm supposed to be looking at that. That. And not portaling onto that, but, I mean, chances. So I need to check that I'm not hitting this. The panning is quite bad here. So there's a chamber we did a while ago with the aerials. Hey, Ronald. Where I spin around with tank controls until I hit a portable surface. But in those chambers, I get quite clear panning left or right when I hit the walls to hear whether I'm firing far away or very close on one side of me. And that panning here doesn't seem to work very well. Let's have another listen. Okay, I did look up because that was the first time I thought I wasn't portaling near me. Okay, I didn't catch myself going to the side of the door though. Okay, something I need a bit more there. Okay, well, again, the theory. We move forwards and left, back and left. Portal here, which is conveniently where the laser needs to be. We go back here. Grab ourselves a cube. And then it's more tank controls. Grab the cube, go to this back left corner, listen out for the platform being near us, and then kind of just judging the run. So I can hear it now, so I'm going to run. We crouch, and the cube will just hit the laser for us. We just do a little jump over the laser, and then move back.
I guess you are listening to
that chamber actually seems quite doable, except that I didn't realise that that setup over there wasn't that consistent. So I need a better way of portaling to this surface and knowing that I haven't portaled to that surface. Oof. So let's see if we can... let's just go for it again and see if we can do it. Panning's really bad. Like, I actually can't tell when I'm shooting at the door next to me. It's way worse than it was on that previous chamber. That's a real shame. I can hear the portal projectile hitting walls, but in this, they are quite coarse. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Hey, give me heals. So my original setup was from the left of the door frame. The problem with it is there was a problem with it. What was the problem with it? I found an issue with doing it from this side. Oh, do you know what it is? So my camera is listing to the right relative to the room here. So as soon as I run out now, to then go to this wall over here on my left, And if I try and place the orange portal, I'm not looking at this wall, which means I have to do a further camera control to get the portal there, and this may not be lined up for the laser. The convenient thing for me is if I hit that wall from the door, that just happens to line my camera up, that if I come to this back left corner and do that, it's bang on for the laser. So yeah, the left frame is nicer, but the right frame actually sets me up for the entire rest of the room. Now I could use the left frame if there was another way to set this portal up consistently. But the right frame doing the setup for me meant that that was what I was going to aim for. So there were two potential routes to go down for planning this room. But let's see if we can complete it. I'm gonna double check the first portal, so in fact I might just do this while I'm looking. The reason I'm not necessarily wanting to change the sensitivity of my left and right moves is because it's the sensitivity. If it's drawing from mouse sensitivity, which I imagine it probably is, I'm used to using the mouse sensitivity that I use, and blind with no visual reference, I need to be as good with my mouse sensitivity for the occasions where I have to use my mouse as possible. So I do not want to fuck with my mouse sensitivity at all. So I'm just going to deal with the kind of shitty left and right tank movements. Find the left of the wall, then time walk right. Find the left of the wall, then time walk right. You may need to explain that one. I'm not sure I know what that means. But let's see if I can do the rest of the chamber from this point. And then assuming we can get this set up, which is possible. It may be to do with some sound cues or something. Hey Jordan. Does game use raw input? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think there might be a setting for it. Yeah, I think there's a setting for it. Right, let's see if I can do any more of this chamber like this then. Fuck. Okay, so I think my jump over the laser was too much. Like I went too far, and I think I overshot the left of the platform. Pretty good though. Fuck. Okay, I didn't clear the laser that time.
Give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly.
This is a fun game, isn't it? Where's the lift? There we go. Right. Okay, so after the first setup, that chamber is kind of fine. Looking at that to begin with, I was like, oh shit, how am I going to deal with this? Like moving platforms over water? And then, actually, it seems kind of fine, to be honest, and it's pretty fast. It's just that first setup. So at the point where you can't put a portal to the right, then walk 2 steps also to the right. So the problem is, it's too much to change if you have a working strategy. No, not necessarily. Like for the original, for that setup to begin with, no, that does need changing. So yeah, I think I know what you mean. Point my portal gun at the right side of the door frame, take a couple steps left, and then fire. The problem is that I don't know when I'm pointed at the right side of the door frame. The audio cues, unlike other chambers where I can tell from the panning of the portal left or right in my ears, I can tell roughly where I'm aiming. In that room, there's like no difference, at least for me, no discernible difference in the sound the portal is making, regardless of where I fire it. So, something else probably needs to be done with the start of that setup. But the rest of the chamber works, which is good. Which chamber are we in now? I think I may not have setups anymore. This might be the end of my strategy to this point.
This next test involves...
Oh no, this chamber's really easy. This chamber's really easy.
It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were catapulted into space. Results were highly informative. They could not. Good luck.
I think I went just a tiny bit too late. Yeah, there we go.
Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting.
Okay, I was on the left of the door, huh? Did the cube slide off the button again? That is the exact same fucking sound when I put it down and pick it up, I swear to God. The door's just not open, is it? No, what the fuck is happening? Oh, Christ in hell. Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, easy chamber. What's the next one? The next one's just more aerial faith plates, right?
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial faith plates.
So I did also have a theory for this one. I don't think I'm going to remember it. I will try and walk through it with visuals.
Entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of
I think the original idea was to go all the way to this stuck corner here. Was this how I started? And then do this to get the portal onto that ramp, which takes fucking ages. But at least I get the panning this time. So like these walls here, I can actually tell when I'm firing over here. So I just have to spend a million years landing this shot, which I can't even do while I can see it. But it does eventually happen, as annoying as this is. There it is. And then from there, I just have to kind of... I fucking save here, move my portal gun up and right, hopefully to land this shot. If I keep doing this and I've clearly missed it, then I just do a reload, so I'm pointed here again. The idea is just to go up and right until I hear that shot land. And then after that, I forget how I get on the Faith Light. I'd move to the door frame and go left, presumably? Yeah, okay. Oh, and the idea is, while I'm in the air, I'm supposed to look straight down, as a camera 0 for when I go through the orange ball. So I walk left onto this, and as soon as I land on the Faith Plates, I do this. You can watch the pedestal trolling me for hours. Oh. There you go, Stubby. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm not supposed to look down. I'm supposed to look up. And up points me the other direction. Up points me towards the pedestal button. So. Onto this, and then... There we go. And now here we are. Okay, so here's a fun thing. So I'm going to move to the right, move up to get myself into this corner so that I can start moving left. And to find this pedestal button, I'm going to fire until I hear my portal collide with the pedestal. Probably need to fire it a little slower to actually hear the difference in that sound, but you can tell that you don't hear the collision. And then that one, that's different. So then I can walk forwards and press the pedestal.
Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's still trash in them.
And then to portal onto the surface up there,
being useless.
I'm going to crouch.
The garbage hurtling
I'm going to try and place my blue until I hear again that it's not colliding. So now we've reached the edge of the pedestal. And then I'm going to try and just trace the edge of the pedestal up by listening to where it is and is not colliding with it. Just keep finding this edge. And then eventually, once we hit the corner of this pedestal, it's actually enough to just have it end up straight over there. There we go. Shoot the floor a bit forwards to look at the edge. For that, I would have to point the camera down, which would require manual camera movement. So I have a perfectly zeroed camera right now. And I'm not entirely sure how I get to the door here. Oh, I do a jump to get to the door. That's fun. I do that. And miss. I have a timing for it. I think it was just Mississippi. Let's try Mississippi, see if that works. Mississippi. Yeah.
Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you.
And I want to say that is the last theory crafted level.
I was worried it sailed right over
So before the stream ends, maybe we'll take a look at one more.
That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.
See if we can make any headway on the next level. Manual camera movement, if I'm not going to do it constantly. Yeah, true. However, comma.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
Yeah, cheers, GLaDOS. Yeah, so all of the manual camera movements I'm doing this level actually still give me a relatively predictable camera position. Because I'm going from one ramped portable spot to the next, and that's a very narrow target, so I know roughly where I'm pointing there. Excuse me, and as soon as I only have to keep that non-zeroed camera for a very short period of time, because all then I have to do is walk onto the aerial faceplate, look up, and my camera is re-zeroed, so it's a short period of time of not knowing where my camera is exactly. And then after when the pedestal happens and looking up there, again, it's a very short period of time of non-zeroed camera, because all I'm doing is running straight to the exit at that point. So, yeah, there's a couple of moments in there of manual camera movement, but they are ones that are acceptable, because I can quickly zero or leave the level. I remember what level this is, and I don't know how to deal with it. So the first bit's easy. You jump you've listened to hit the laser, you jump the laser, and then I guess you do a bit of finagling to find your cube.
Did I accidentally fizzle that before you could complete the test? I'm sorry.
Grab the next
Go
one.
ahead and grab another one.
You move back into the laser, jump it,
Oh,
and
no.
get that fizzled.
I fizzled that one too.
Jump the laser again.
Oh well. We have warehouses full of the things. Absolutely worthless. I'm happy to get rid of them.
And then I have no fucking idea. I do not know what to do here. Drop the cube to block the laser. Move to the lift. I think the way I was doing that was just top right corner. Hey, Wheatley. And then jump to the left here. Oh, do you know what I was doing actually? I was 180ing. So after I've put the cube down, move to the back left, move to the laser, jump it, blue, orange, move through 180'd, and then move onto the lift from here. But the problem is now, right, I have to fucking move that cube, which is an absolute pain in the ass. So I can just do a manual camera down. I'm not on the lift, am I? The lift's here. Hilarious. Okay. Well, we can reset. Camera zeroed. That's the lift. And then I guess at that point, we can't even really just do a camera down. We actually have to do a camera down and right to eventually move the cube, which is just horrible manual movement. And then after that, like, there's no real good way to zero my camera either. I can come off the platform and move left and just like do this until I manage to hit this like angled surface here. This is possible to hit at this angle. It's kind of nasty, but it can be done. Which would at least allow me to zero the camera, even though this isn't where I want to be jumping right now. So like, I could then just jump off to the right here, do this, and then, you know, at least I have a zeroed camera. But it's not even a particularly helpfully angled camera. Like, I'd have to basically do manual movement just to get this anywhere useful again anyway. Can you guys hear the companion cube just singing Still Alive to themselves? So yeah, this chamber's a fucker. This is a real tough one. Like, I guess I just have to come to the edge here and just like portal everywhere down there. Just like, you know, just do this until I eventually manage to hit it. But that's pretty gross. Well, I guess I guess my other option is that I have a setup where I have a portal down there and I jump through this one to grab the cube and then bring it back out with me. That's a more realistic goal. And then once we've done that, oh, it's really easy. You just, you just do 2 flings with control of both portals. So, yeah, oh, easy peasy. Yeah, this one is... I don't know how to deal with this one. So yeah, this is where I'm up to at the moment, guys. And the chambers up to this point aren't perfect either, but they are mostly done. There's a couple setups I need to give another go. There's a method of zeroing the... How? Excuse me? How did that not land? Come on. If there's a method of zeroing the camera, that would have been awesome. Which bit? Just doing the leap? It's a really bad chamber for camera zeroing as well. I can zero down there. But then I'd have to just maintain that for the whole way that I'm up here. Coming out of the lower section of that in this direction, I guess, is quite nice. So like, what wall would I want to use for that? This, I guess. So doing that and then getting onto the lift at this angle would be good. But yeah, it's a pretty gross one. The problem, well, actually, I can't even come out of that angle, right? Because I can only come out of this pit at this angle, because I have to get rid of the cube. So I'm restricted to the angle I can be on this platform at. So I should be coming out facing roughly like this way. Or down a bit from here, I guess. I can get myself here. I managed to like accidentally manually completely zero my camera. It looks like it. But I'm supposed to come out kind of like that. I'm supposed to be looking down, which gives me the angle on this. What the fuck do you do after that? Tons of manual camera movement, I guess. This might be the first serious use of a lot of zeroing cameras. Yeah, there's no button for that in this one. Usually games that have a camera zeroing button are like either third person or vehicle control first person games. I can't think of many first person games that have a camera zero that's just like a normal, walk aroundy game. Either way though, Portal doesn't have it. So I guess I could come in here, re-portal on the floor, which zeroes me, kind of, although at a very bad angle. And then I look, well, you know what, that's irrelevant because I'm going to look back down, and then I have to aim for that portal I put on the ground. And this also all needs to happen on the other ramp, which is the one that I don't even really know how to hit properly. Fuck me. This one needs a lot of work. There'll be a way, but I don't know what it is. So if anyone fancies experimenting with this one and finds any good any good suggestions, let me know. Anyway, it's time for some food for me, I think. So there you go, guys. That's most of Chamber 1 done, except for that last level. And some theory slash practical stuff done for the first, what's that, 4 chambers of Chapter 2? But this is the like, all of the stuff up to this point, except for the one at the end of Chapter 1, can be like refined and improved. Like, even though I'm failing a couple of the things here, I've not had that much practice at any of it yet. But this is like, this is the next big sticking point. This is the next chamber that, like, I don't know how to do. But I'm gonna go and get some dinner. So thanks for watching, folks. And perhaps next time I stream Portal 2 stuff will be with a solution to this chamber. Thursday is probably GeoGuessr with my mum, but she may not be available, in which case it might be more of this. So I will see you guys on Thursday. And the next Cadets podcast is also on Thursday. But yeah, thank you for watching, folks, and I will catch you all next time. Or just before I go, Mystery Biscuits, once you're wedged into the first ramp, you can edge to the right. I can do that, yeah. Most of the problem here is looking back down into that pit to do my leaps and cubes. But yeah, getting the portal onto this onto this ramp is not that bad, because yeah, if I'm here, I can do this. It's slightly awkward, like it's more awkward than I'd want it to be, because I have to move right and then back and then forwards and then right and then forwards and then like forwards and right and then right and then back and then forwards and then I'm here. So it's not great, but it's doable. Like, at least it's precise and it's not shitty manual controls. So I guess I could do that and then you know, drop off, look down, and there. It's a bad camera angle still though. Like, I'm looking up here now and that sucks. But there's something there. We'll get it done. Yeah, catch you on. I'll catch you on Thursday. Obviously, there's stuff happening before then, but I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye, everyone.